Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. Time to get back to work. I need to go ahead and I think swap out the tires on the John Deere. We don't need the narrow tires currently anymore. As long as I keep up doing what I should be doing, then it's not going to be a problem. So let's go ahead and put the wide tires with weights back on. Does it need to be repaired? Well, it's 96 bucks. We'll repair it anyways. Did I repair the sprayer? I think I did, but I'll repair it since we're here. Pallet forks and the front loader. Who cares? Yeah, the John Deere. I think if I just go... Wait, which way? Wide tires and weights, 0. Customize. And that means everything falls off the tractor that was currently on. So let's go ahead and get everything back on that needs to be on. Fire it up and we can put this right to work. So this is going to be spraying the field of oats that we just planted last episode. The crop has grown, but before I do, I think I'm going to come over here and give the sheep some of their hay. I have gone around and sold the sheep. I sold about 33 sheep that were born overnight, and I've also taken care of the birds. They've had, I think, a total of like 50 birds were born overnight as well. The male birds anyways. Where is this trigger? It's here somewhere. Alright. Activate. Oh, it's right on it. Why wouldn't it activate? Wool, hay. And we just need one bale. Yep, I'm hitting the exit. Escape button like I always do with that when I don't need to. Alright, let's get the hay bale and put that in. I'm starting to think, why is that not... Oh, I didn't turn on my side panel. That would be why. So let me go ahead and activate some of my stuff here so we can go ahead and use it. That's always helpful. Alright, grab up the hay bale. And we'll put that right into their feed trough and they should be good. So I've been looking around because October is the last month I can plant sugarcane. And yeah, I'm having a rough time figuring out what to do here because the field that we want is just way overpriced. Someone did mention field number 14. That also is way overpriced. So, I mean, field 14, I'll show it to you in just a second here. Let me get this backed up and attached. There we go. So field number 14, someone did mention. Let me get over to here. Yeah, it's a small-ish field. If we go to farmland, it's 7.29 hectares compared to 5.51, so a little bit bigger. Kind of like the same situation here. But we can see the field I wanted to buy is like 59% over, and field number, well, now it shows as 18. But that is 67% over the base price. There is an option for like field 12. That's only 17% over the base price, which is $445,000. That's 6.16 hectares, so that's almost the same size of up here. But then it gets to the point of I got to transport all that sugar cane. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I should be doing here for the sugar cane. Or maybe, as I mentioned, maybe just go the year without any sugar cane. I could do that. We do have a good amount of sugar cane. It'll give time for my plants to get actually through the sugar cane that was created past season. So right here we get ourselves a worker. I don't know how the worker is going to do here because I think it's going to try to go around the power lines, so that would cause a problem. But I'm going to get a worker started here, and then I'm going to do the first section of it so they won't drive out into the road and get stuck. There we go. I'm like, give me the create job option. Course play. This field only. That's good. Let's go ahead and we're going to start them here. Open up. I'm going to do 2 headlands for them. Because one may not be enough to turn around. Give it a second. All right, it's got the course. All right. And we will do... I would be a bit surprised, though, if they come back around and loop around the power lines and get stuck again. but I'm hoping that what I'm doing is going to be enough. Yeah, see, they would go around that, and I think they would hit that pole right there. Alright. Set them off on a worker, and we'll see what happens here. Should have plenty of herbicide in there to get the weeds taken care of. Alright, they're all set. We're actually just going to jump out and run across the road. And we got our New Holland T9 with our seed, drill, and air cart ready to plant in soybeans. I decided soybeans in this field. Let me look at that crop rotation again. I don't think it mattered what I put in here, right? I think that's what we looked at. Sugarcane. Sugarcane. Where did I go past it? Sugarcane. And now we have... Yeah, pretty much doesn't matter what I put in here. So I figured, yep, soybeans is what we'll put in. Just because. Shouldn't take us too long to take care of this. And, oh, I think I deleted a little bit of my grass field. Not that big of a deal. Let's try not to keep deleting the grass field, which needs to be taken care of today, by the way. And I'm trying to figure out, I thought my plan was silage, hay. But the rate that the sheep are starting to go through the hay, I'm thinking I better do hay this time around and do silage in the middle of the year. And at the end of the year, I'll figure out if I want to do hay or silage at that point. So this is not the only field I got to plant. We got the other one down by the store. That is going to require sorghum. So we'll fill up the drill before we go down there. Like I said, this field's not going to take me too long. I got to get used to using the articulated tractor and the drill being the third in line. I was getting pretty good when I was drilling the oats in the field across the road near the end. Getting used to how much I need to turn and all that kind of stuff. Well, that field across the road in front of us is... Well, I don't want to say it's barren. They may have planted something there. But that would be the one I would love to buy and put the cotton into. But the price is not... I mean, hasn't even gotten below like 50%, I don't think, since I really started looking at it. And I do know they love to plant cotton there. Cotton is not a crop that regrows year after year like the sugarcane does. So if you're wondering if that's what happens over there, no, it shouldn't be cotton. Let's see, did they plant cotton back in here again? No, they planted soybeans. I mean, all right. I mean, if I were to buy that field, I could go in and plant right over it. It would have delete the soybeans that's in the field and put in the sugarcane. I didn't think when I started eyeing up that field that buying it would be a problem. Like, the price will drop. Someone did, though, say if I do a contract in that field, the price will drop. I think that is with the Better Contracts mod, where you get a percentage of the field off. We're running a different mod. We're just running the Dynamic Field Prices mod. So yeah, there is... I think I ran that mod on East Vineland. So by doing a contract for the owner of the land, you'll get a discount on the land. That's not going to happen here. We don't have that mod running, so... But there is farmland, as we do see around the map, that's... we got a discount on. I mean, do I really want to buy a field... I mean, I guess I could put a silo down there for the time being. Well, I don't want to say for the time being. But I could put a silo down there and, like, store some sugarcane there before I transport it up here. Or I am thinking about getting the bigger grain trailer, the one that holds 120,000 liters, which is double what our current trailer holds. And, you know, that would reduce the amount of trips back and forth. I suppose I could do that. That trailer's not that expensive. Now, I had to double check, and this is something I don't want to do. The bank would allow me to borrow over $2 million if I wanted to. I don't want to borrow that much because that would be a big payback. I kind of want to get away from the loans if I can. I still got a loan payment due every month for a while. I think we still owe like $600,000 on the current loan that we have. But we'll be paying that back here relatively quick. The farm is starting to bring in the money, but there are still a lot of things I would like to buy. Actually, you know what I would like to buy, maybe even today, maybe I will take another loan, is first of all, the orchards. A couple of the orchards are getting low on the compost. So getting a wheel loader with a 10,000 liter bucket, I think it is, that would help out greatly filling up the compost bins. And I could also buy the pallet forks for the wheel loader, although I'm not really using the pallet forks that much anymore, and not really have the front loader on the John Deere. But probably just get the bucket. That's the main thing. Just moving the compost around, filling up the greenhouses and also the orchards. Just saves me a lot of time. Maybe I'll have a peek to see how much one is. Oh, I didn't check to see October. I think I think I kind of remember now. Wait a minute. Is the clothing, should that be sold right now? I thought it was November, but for some reason now I'm thinking I should be selling fabric $38.95. Yeah, need to be selling the fabric now. The wool $12.07. All right, so that's going to go to the Corgi station, and that's going to Things Go Here. So 67. I may get enough money from that alone to buy ourselves a wheel loader and the bucket, and we can go ahead and fill up the orchards. If I do buy land, which I probably will this month because I really do want to put the sugarcane back in. I don't want to skip a year. I'll take out a loan and we'll buy the land then, and we'll of course have to do a lot of work in it before we plant the sugarcane in. But let's get this soybean field planted first of all, and then we'll move on to selling the wool and the fabric. Yeah, I could be making actually a lot more money on the wool if I wanted to. If I were to put down the spinnery that I used on Hills of Tuscany, that spinnery would go through that wool pretty quickly, and I'd have a lot of fabric to sell, but I'm trying to cut back on how many factories I have in my series. Having a lot of factories is fun because you see the money come in quick once you really get them rolling. But then it's almost like having another job other than farming because you spend a lot of time taking care of your factories. I mean, you could put your factories on selling direct, but then even with the product revamp mod, you still lose 10% of the sale. But luckily for us, on this map here, the spinnery is right down at the store, so we don't have to travel too far. So, if you're wondering why in the bottom right-hand corner we're not using any fertilizer whatsoever, soybeans with precision farming does not use fertilizer at all. It's not going to hurt us too much this year with our overall environmental score, but next year when I harvest this field, well, this fall when I harvest this field, yeah, it's going to register no fertilizer was used. Someone did ask if I could go in the field and just spread fertilizer with a spreader, kind of like I do with the See and Spot weed sprayer, like on the grass fields or whatever. Even though it doesn't need it, would it still register? I would say that doesn't work because I'm using a drill that can use fertilizer, and yeah, it doesn't fool the field at all on that front. The good news is I see our 6230 John Deere tractor is now doing a second headland, so it's not getting stuck anywhere. And next month we will have, we will not have weeds in this field this year because we plowed the field. So another thing with precision farming, if you plow a field, like I did this one, for the next year, you will not get any weeds in the field. So no weeds in this field for this season. Oh, I did not look at the forecast, but there is rain. Well, fortunately for us in Farming Simulator 22, the only thing rain affects is harvesting with a combine. That does not include harvesting grass by mowing it. So we are fine by drilling the field. In real life, at the beginning of the rain, probably not too bad, but Of course, rain with a lot of loose soil like this, it would get muddy. You get stuck. Not the best option, tearing up your field. But for now, yeah, we are good. All right, let me get this finished drilled off here. It's going to just take me just a couple of minutes. And then we'll grab, I guess, the Case Magnum tractor. And, well, actually, we got to bring the wool down, so I'm going to need my truck. And we'll top off the spinnery with whatever wool we got. And then, ooh, I wonder if I don't know if my truck has a trailer hitch on it. Because we got the trailer down at the spinnery to load up the fabric. Well, we'll figure it out once we get down there. This drill is a really nice setup for the farm for currently what we have. We'll definitely keep it all the way through, but definitely in the future once we get more fields, and of course the fields are just going to get bigger and bigger as we move along because I'm buying mostly the smaller fields to begin with. But yeah, we're going to need a bigger drill at that point. Now let me go ahead and fold that up, and as you can see, we got a problem with our John Deere work, and I kind of forgot about the islands. Are you stuck on an island somewhere? You are. Alright. Not a problem, not a problem. You just barely clipped a tree. I can see why that the one person said on the fields, they cut down all the trees. I would like to keep them there because I don't want it to be all open everywhere. If I run into a slight problem like this every now and then, I guess I'm okay with it. All right, you're going to be going somewhere along here, I would assume. So I'll just rehire you back. Let's see how we're doing on getting rid of the weeds currently. Yeah, it's doing a pretty good job. I'm not going to worry if we got little ones here and there, but overall it's good. Let me jump back into the T9, and we'll turn off the engine. The truck is what I need next. And, oh, we already got our Crone semi-trailer behind us. Let's go ahead and open that up. Time to grab the wool and go sell that. Oh, for a minute I thought that was one of my birds. I'm like, did I put the bird expansion way out here? No, the birds are just over and around here. So once again, most of these pallets are going to be 5,000 liters apiece. But we still got some of the original 1,000 liters. Alright, and let's hop through here. Trigger is... There we go. Pallets of wool, we got 12 of the 1,000s. And then we got 18 of the 5,000s. Did they all spawn? I just realized, though, they're on the other side now. How do I change loading sizes on this? I think it's just... Alright, and then... Nope, still opening up that side. Can I not open up the other side? I know I can, I just don't remember what button it is to do so. Alright, I was hitting the right button before, but just didn't convert it over to the other side. It could be for... Ah, nuts! All the ones I just loaded up went into there. Is that what's going to happen here? Yeah, they're just going right back into the shed. That's the one problem I have with this mod is if you're in the trigger, they will reload back in. So I gotta load from this side. Alright, let me turn on the zone markers so I can see where I'm at. Alright, let's let's go ahead and do this. Pallets of wool. Yeah, start unload those. And then, oh yeah, I got, one was half full. And then we got to that as well. And let's just make sure that we just got hay in there. Alright, the only thing left is hay. So the one I used before, I mean, I used a couple of these before, but the trigger to load into the shed was on the side, and the unloading zone was out front, so you don't run into problems of what I just did here. Alright, let's close that up, turn that off, and let me back up here onto this road. And head on down to the store, but we will make a quick stop at our spinnery to make sure that we fill it back up with wool, and it should be good to go all the way through to next season. And then I gotta double check when I get down there because I forgot. One was going to the Corgi station, and the other one was going to We Take Everything, or what did I rename it to? But the Sell Everything sell point. Going to be going by our canola field on the left. Oh yeah, I wonder if I'm going to bounce around the corner here. That's been kind of an issue with heavy loads on this map, for at least for me anyways, going around this corner. I do have to be careful because it could tip me over. It did once early in the series. And it could make me bounce around, but okay, not going to do it today. Good. So it must be the wool's not that heavy. I'm probably going to have to turn traffic off to get our drill down here because I got to plant this field down here on the right that's got lime in it. We got to put sorghum into there. Last time I drove across the farmers' fields, but since they got crops in it, I think we'll just have the town committee send out the highway department and just close off the roads for a few minutes. That way I can get down here with my equipment. Yeah, in the future, as someone mentioned earlier on in the series, would not be a bad idea to buy fields along, the middle of the map and make a road, off-road road from the farm all the way down to here. Alright, so we're just going to drive through here. We should see some of the wool being taken out of here. There it goes, and yeah, that should be nice and full now. Let's just double check on our spinnery. Tableware, where's the wool? Yep, there we go, perfect. All right, so the wool needs to go to the Corgi station. Let me just go ahead and do this and tag place that. That's the one straight ahead. And I'll leave it close. Well, no, I'm going to have to... Oh, that's right. It's on the other side. I may not see it. Let me switch it back. I know I'm selling it in chunks, but... kind of hard to see what I'm doing there. Well, I can tell in the bottom right-hand corner, all the wool is gone. Let's spin around here. Alright, so that's 191,000 in the bank account. That's nice to see. How much is... it's been a while since I looked at wheel loaders. Where are the wheel loaders? I'm looking... Oh, down here. Gotcha. Alright, so how much does that one weigh? That one weighs 9.1 tons. That, I mean, is that... That's all I really need, I think. That weighs 14.5. Is there an option for a weight on the back? I believe so. I don't know how much compost weighs per ton or per 1,000 liters. But I mean, all we're doing is moving compost. Can I put BKTs on it? Those look good. Would that help with the weight? Although it's going to be kind of bulky getting through like the orchard. So I think we just keep it like that. Yeah, for only 114,000. Welcome to the farm. Ooh, how much did that one weigh? 9 tons? 9.1. Well, crap. I probably should have gotten this one here. Although, it's just too much of one color. I mean, I could have done that, I suppose. But anyways, we got a cloth. Let's go down to wheel loader accessories. Wheel loader tools. So we got that one there that holds 35. I hope I activated. That holds 4,000. Did I not activate the bucket? Oh, maybe I didn't do it. It's not in telehandlers, is it? Is it in front loaders? I don't think I activated the mod because it should hold 10,000 liters. I mean, if it's only 4,000, that's not much of an upgrade for what I purchased. Well, I guess I'll have to go activate the mod because I do want to use that here very soon. Alright, with the mod active, let's go back into here and get ourselves the bucket. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about the size of the bucket and if it's going to be able to handle that much weight. Do I want to change the color? I mean, I think we'll just go ahead and keep it right where it is. So it's actually 8,000 liters. Hopefully it does the compost. I think it does, yep. So 82.50. Let's go ahead and buy that. That bucket's starting to look awfully big. I may do a quick test down here. I may just throw some compost in it with the Easy Developer mod just to see how it handles. I'm starting to think it's going to be too much. But now just remember, I don't have to lift this up too high. I only got to like lift it up to here. So if I go to here, wait, where is it? I didn't go past the organic waste. And that's my answer. All right, let's detach from that. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some little weight for the back. I say a little weight. What's the biggest we can get here? Would that fit on the back of this? I'm not sure if it would. I think that's for a telehandler. Combinations. It goes back on the John Deere 7R. Interesting. How much does this weight? 3.3 tons? 2.5. I can get up to 3.4. Not the cloth. And it's a lot, well, it says it's cheaper, but probably once I add a whole bunch of weight to it. But 3.4, I think the more the better currently. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this, and we'll go 3.4. And I hope, wait, I don't know, that's for a 3-point linkage. And that is just a pin hitch. What was the other one? I think it was the Fent. Well, if this doesn't work, I can sell it and I'll just get my money back. It's not that much anyways. I don't think it's going to fit though. If I go to wheel loaders, will it show me the weights that can go on the back of it? I'm not sure I can actually even put a weight on the back of that. Well, the store was kind enough to, just give that as a trial run with the wheel loader. Yeah, I couldn't attach any of the weights back to it, so that's not going to work out. So, yeah, we're going to try, well, try a bigger one. So that weighed 9.1. That's 14.5. That's 19.7. I'm thinking we just go the big one, right? At that point, that should be able to handle all the weight. But I don't have the money, right? So let's just go borrow 100,000 because why not? Take out a loan. Make sure that's 100,000, not a million, and we'll pay that off in a year. Ooh, do I want to put a year because that's additional? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's go in and we'll get ourselves the wheel loader. I'm selling fabric here in just a moment, so I should get some money back in order maybe to pay this off right away. BKTs. Yep. Y tires for 2,000 more. Sure, we'll get the Y tires. All right. Now let's go ahead and see what this does. If this has a problem picking up this, then I don't know what to do. It did jitter a little bit. And on the back of this, well, there's a pin hitch. I wonder if I can go ahead and move our fabric around. But yep, this will do just fine around on the farm. A lot of money for just moving compost around. But, gotta have some fun. I just want to go ahead and empty this out because we don't need the compost in there. Alright, so let's go see if I can hitch up to this trailer at the spinnery. And we'll sell the fabric. The fabric, I do believe, is going... Hang on a second. The fabric is going... Fabric is going to... Things go here. Oh, it will attach to it. I just got to get lined up a little bit better. All right, and am I close enough to load those up? Probably not. And oh, yeah, because 5,000 liters a piece. It's got. I'm like, I still got 3,000 liters of fabric. Yeah, we do. All right, I'll just have to stay in there for now because, as I mentioned, we got the oversized pallets on here. Can I spawn with the production revamp? I haven't done that in a long time. Can I spawn that out even though it's not a full pallet? Where are we here? Spawn items. Okay, and that should... Okay, so I can spawn it out that way? Cool. I haven't done that in a long time. So that way we get all the fabric. Alright, throw that on there. Strap it in just to make sure. And then spin around here. Not quite. Oh, I could repay off that loan, but then it would leave me like no cash whatsoever. And we got plenty more work to do here today. And yeah, I may take out another loan to buy some more property. So what I might do is when buying more land, I may borrow $100,000 extra and put that towards the loan we just took out, and that way I only got 2 loans. That makes all sense. And looks like our worker is blocked by an object. Surprise, surprise. Must be around another island. My truck, I think I'll keep down here, but I'll bring the wheel loader back. And we will go ahead and get the compost in because one of the orchards is almost out of compost. And that would slow down, of course, production. We don't want that. Let's go ahead into here. Where are you stuck at, my friend? Well, looks like you're in a pickle. But I think they're almost done anyways. I'd rather have a worker do it on these type of weeds because kind of hard to see for the most part. I can see them a little bit. But you almost got to stay completely focused on what you're doing, or else you're not going to know where you've been and where you haven't been. And since I haven't been in this field, I'm not really sure I know where they have been and have not been. Where have you been or not been? Alright, so you are just about done. So I think we will wrap this up ourselves. The mini-map does not help you for weeds, but it would help you and show you the fertilizer, the lime, and also the yield. Why it doesn't show us the weeds, I'm not too sure. Yeah, so the mini-map, we'll get rid of that. And I'll get rid of the weeds there. Yeah, I can see for sure at this point why that person commented, like, I got rid of all the trees in the fields. I guess if you're going to get rid of the trees, you might as well flatten out the land and use it as farmland at that point as well. We'll get in a cab for this because it's not going to be too difficult. You can kind of see where the dead weeds are to the right and left. So if I just go right down the center, I think I'll get them all. Oh, that corner post of the tractor is kind of... I can't see the end of the boom on either side. I don't think I'm getting all the weeds. Oh, now yeah, when I turn I can see. I'm not getting all the weeds. That's why I don't do first person that much. Although I don't think that would have made a difference. I don't think I could have gotten the width of the weeds anyways. This is why the worker will be doing the weed control moving forward, just because it's kind of a slow job. There we go. Let me turn that off, and yeah, we'll call that good enough. Good enough. All right, let me fold this up here. It'll keep folding up. Good. All right, so engine is off. And let me jump back on down here to the wheel loader. All right, we got ourselves a beacon. All right, let's go back to the farm and start loading up the orchards and the greenhouse with compost. Now, this is a job, of course, we don't do that much of because it's not needed like once every year and a half or so. But when it comes time to do the job, it was taking a while with the bucket that we had. So I don't remember, what was the other bucket, like 2,500 liters? Front loaders, 2,300 liters. Let's see, how does this wheel loader handle that load? Perfectly. All right, so as I was saying, we got one orchard that is definitely extremely low on the compost. I want to say it was the apricots. Yes, it was. And let's see here, apples. Yeah, I mean, it was getting kind of low. And then if we go down to pears, yeah, and then plums. The greenhouses, I mean, everything needs to be, I mean, once I'm here, I might as well fill it up. But let's see if I can get the apricots. Don't know, remember which one was which, though. Do we got hanging fruit? Those are the pears. I think right here is the apricots. So if I were to slither on into here. And was that the apricots? It was. Yeah, holds 20,000. I thought they held 40,000. 40,000 might be the greenhouses. Alright, and this will be more than enough to get that one up and running. A lot of expense for a small job that, like I said, we don't do that often, but this farm's going to be making plenty of cash. And you know me, I don't mind spending money and taking out loans when needed. Trying to figure out what other jobs I could use this for. I mean, I know what it can do. I'm just trying to think, is there something else on the farm I would need it for currently, and I got nothing. Got absolutely nothing. Alright, let's go top off the apricots and we're good to go. So, the soybean field has been drilled. And the wool and fabric has been sold. The oat field has been weed sprayed. So, we just got the grass field to cut and turn into hay this month. And then, we got to plant the sorghum as well. And oh no, it spilled out on the other side. That's going to be rough to get with this. Right, we'll pile that into here. All the ducks and chickens are coming in here, eating all the insects. Keep them off our fruit. Alright, let's grab another bucket here, and I think I'll put some into one of the greenhouses. We got plenty of compost. Well, I say plenty. 75,000 liters. But once we start getting some straw from this upcoming harvest this season, we'll put some straw in there. Of course, we do got organic waste being made in our greenhouses and our production building as well. So $300,000 to move compost around pretty much is what it ended up doing. Was it $300,000? How much was it? So the wheel loader itself, wheel loader. How much is it? $240. So it's $248 and $8,000. So about $200, just shy of $260,000 to move compost around. But overall, yeah, it'll get used. Not often, but it'll get used. But anywho, yeah, I think it's a good time to wrap up the video. I need the rain to kind of end before I get to really wanting to make some hay But yeah, I'll probably start off with planting some sorghum, and maybe I'll get some of the grass cut. But yeah, we're gonna make all the hay for the. I don't know how much hay do I got in storage. Well, you know what? I got 1,000,000 liters. That says I got 1,000,000 liters in storage, and the sheep need how much per year? Do I really have 1,000,000 liters? Wait, do I got? No, that's 1,000,000 liters of hay in that shed. All right, so you know what? The heck with making hay. We'll be making some silage. Stick to our plan. Silage, hay. Should be good to go. But anyways, yeah, if you made this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. And while you're down there, if you haven't done so, might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell as well. But that is where we're going to wrap it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. Can you shush for a second? And I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.